How's it going, guys? Stas here. Welcome back to another video. And man, talk about a killer Friday so far for the stock market. It's been insane. We're up across the board. The VIX is down 13%. Jerome Powell essentially signaled rate cuts, or he opened up the table for rate cuts this September, which the market is running with it. Palantir stocks running with it. Pretty much being like, all right, we're going to get a rate cut in September. That's what the market is saying right now. So we're going to break down what's going on with Palantir, the stock market, overall, what I'm doing. But first, of course, first and foremost, man, take a sip of your coffee. Cheers. Hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. If you guys want to see more stock market content, Palantir updates, this is the place for you. And with that being said, let's just dive into it. So we're pretty much midday right now. And like I said, we are up massively on the indexes. Palantir is up over 3%. VIX is down 13%. It's mayhem in a good way out there after we got, again, these rate cuts put on the table essentially for this September, which really, guys, the market has been waiting for this. The market's been thinking, all right, will we get rate cuts? Are we not? What's going to happen? And what does that mean? That means there was clear uncertainty in the market. And what does the market hate? Uncertainty. We all know that, right? The market hates uncertainty. And now that Powell addressed it, essentially, again, opened the table for these cuts, the market is like, all right, now we're getting some certainty. It's not 100% certain, but it kind of seems like we're going to get these cuts. That's what the market is thinking, and we're just running with that news. And a lot of the reason why we're running is because of how beaten up we were heading into this meeting. The market got a little shook out. A lot of stocks did as well, Palantir being one of them. We'll cover them in a second here. We can see into the meeting here, guys, SPY went down from 647. That's where we were just a week ago. Think about that. Last Friday, guys, 7 days ago, we were at all-time highs. And this entire week, up until this meeting, this speech, whatever you want to call it, it was a bloodbath. We went from 647 all the way down to 634. I mean, it wasn't that bad by any means. QQQ was worse. But the point is, we sold off heading into this meeting, and now that we got a little more certainty, okay, all right, now we're getting this rebound, and, I feel like it wouldn't have been as sharp of a rebound, to be honest, if we were trading near all-time highs or if we didn't get a pullback this week, but I'll take it. Either way, I'll take it, guys, and we're getting, just a great day. You can't complain, especially with it being a Friday after a red week. This is all you could have wanted. All you could have asked for is what we're getting today. It's beautiful. So, that's kind of what we're dealing with right now, guys. And going back over here, Palantir, man, is up 3%, 2.83%. And clearly, it's consolidating still. This stock took a beat down on Tuesday, I believe. Yeah, that was Tuesday. We got all the way down to about 156. Actually, no, Wednesday was the real beat down. We got down to 142. And since that point, we've really been putting in a bottom here. This entire week, other than that blip where we got down to 142, we've held the mid-low 150s, and now we're actually popping up to the 160s for the first time in a couple days, and we're actually taking out the highs from yesterday with this move and 2 days ago, which is good. So I like the way we're potentially putting in a bottom here on PLTR, guys, and with the 30-minute, or on the 30-minute chart, if it wants to pull up here, come on, what's going on, guys? Is it going to work, or is it going to be a pain in the you-know-what? By the way, I actually just ordered, or I'm about to order, in the process of ordering my new laptop. I'm going to get the MacBook Pro M4 Max chip. It's going to be pretty loaded out, guys, so I shouldn't have any problems. It's going to be, I'm about to drop like $3,000, $3,500 on a new laptop, but it's definitely worth it. So yeah, we're back. So where was I even? Palantir here on the 30-minute chart, we can see it's starting to pop back out of the 180 SMA. And clearly we consolidated for a couple days. We're starting to, pop out here, which is good. You're seeing that on the 30-minute and on the 1 hour chart. I don't think we're breaking out fully yet. Yeah, we're not fully breaking out yet, meaning we're not pushing out of the moving averages yet, but it's showing it's a pretty good sign what we're seeing here, because we are taking out the 50 SMA and approaching the 180 SMA at 168, which should be a big resistance for the stock in the short term. And really just this 160 to 170 level in general is going to be a big resistance. That's where the stock was before earnings. It was struggling to break out of there before earnings, and that's where we are now again. So at this point, guys, it's really just going to be a patient game, not just for the overall stock market, but really for Palantir, because it's just one of those stocks that we all know is in the news. It's everywhere. People debate if it's overvalued, if it's not. It's super volatile. So at this point, we did go all the way to $185, $190 a share. We saw a drastic drawdown to 142. That was a pretty big pullback. Now it's starting to stabilize. You got to realize this might be the bottom. It might be the bottom, considering the overall market is rebounding. We're not in a real overall market crash. And sure, September is historically not the best month for stocks, but that doesn't mean we're going to just collapse in September. That doesn't necessarily mean that. And we already had a big drawdown in August. So I don't know. At this point, man, I just don't see Palantir coming much lower. Unless we just see the S&P fall another 5-10%. Same with QQQ, which I just don't see it really forming, or that landscape forming right now. I just don't see it. If anything, we might be getting ready for a big move after September if we actually get this rate cut, and if we get signal for more rate cuts. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just don't see it falling a lot lower. Sure, if it does, we might be back in this gap that we talked about yesterday between 125 to 145, but I just don't see it. I mean, we already got down to 142, and clearly buyers ate it up, and now we're starting to push back to the 160s. So at this point, guys, Palantir looks like it's gearing up for a bigger move, and it looks like the 180 SMA resistance is where we're at $164 a share, pretty much right where we're at. So if that point breaks, I think we could be going higher. If the overall market stays strong, we're probably going back to the 180s, man, 190s on the stock. That's the reality. But of course, this is not financial advice. You must always do your own research, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, that's just my opinion overall. And full disclosure, I'm long Palantir. If you didn't know that already, I own the stock and I'm holding. I bought at $20 a share, $21 a share. That's really where I built my base. And I really haven't bought much since, to be honest. That's the thing, and I've been waiting for a spot to really average in more. I haven't. Looking back or in hindsight, I probably should have added more during that crash in April. It got down to $63. I should have added more in the 70s, 80s there, 60s, but I didn't. It is what it is. I've just held on and just let it ride up, man. And at this point, that's probably still what I'm going to do. Most likely, it's what I'm going to do. I'll let you know if I add more, when I add more. And of course, if you're in my Patreon, shameless plug, you get all my real-time buys, sells. I don't do much selling. I mean, I did take profits on CrowdStrike this year, which ended up being super timely, actually. Let me pull CrowdStrike up. On a side note here, we'll wrap up here. I locked in those gains at like 500, over $500, man, no joke. And since that point, it's down to 420. So all my moves I make in there, all the stocks I'm buying, the rebalancing on the portfolio, options trades I'm making, it's all on Patreon. Shameless plug. And it's $10 a month if you guys are interested. And you don't have to join. It doesn't make a difference to me. It's all up to you. Linked down below. Shameless plug. And with that being said, guys, that's it for the video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.